A man, a cardboard box, and some Doritos. This 30-second ad reached 112 million viewers during the Super Bowl, generated 2.7 billion media impressions, won every major advertising award, and sparked a viral sensation that transformed how brands think about advertising. But here's the kicker. It was made by a normal guy from Scottsdale. Total budget, $300. And this wasn't just lightning in a bottle. This was Doritos seeing something that every other brand missed. In a world where anyone could create content, the best ideas weren't coming from Madison Avenue anymore. They were coming from people with smartphones, creativity, and a bag of chips. How did a tortilla chip brand figure this out before everyone else? And what happens when you trust your biggest marketing moments to complete amateurs? Let's dive into how Doritos didn't just change advertising. They changed the relationship between brands and consumers forever. The year is 2006. The marketing world is at a crossroads. YouTube is exploding, Facebook is taking off, and traditional TV viewership is declining for the first time in history. Marketing executives are panicking about losing control of their carefully crafted brand messages. But at Doritos headquarters, they're seeing something different, something exciting. Through extensive market research, Doritos uncovers two crucial insights. First, while other snacks are seen as fuel or comfort food, Doritos plays a unique role. Their research shows that 73% of consumers associate Doritos with social occasions. It's the snack people reach for when they're being creative, when they're entertaining, when they're trying to impress. It's not just a chip, it's a catalyst for creative moments. Second, and this is the game changer, their most engaging advertising isn't coming from their expensive TV spots. User-generated content about Doritos is generating 3.5 times more engagement than their official advertising. The fans are telling the brand story better than the brand itself. So Doritos makes a decision that sends shockwaves through the advertising world. They take their $4.5 million Super Bowl media buy, typically reserved for the most polished, professional advertising in the world, and hand it over to their fans. They announce the Crash the Super Bowl contest. The rules are simple. Make a fan ad for Doritos, and the best one will be aired at the Super Bowl. The marketing world thinks they're crazy, but Doritos sees something bigger, a chance to transform their entire approach to marketing. That first year, they received over 1,000 submissions. The winning ad doesn't just hold its own, it ranks in the top 5 Super Bowl commercials. But what happens next is even more remarkable. Year after year, these amateur creators don't just compete with the professionals, they consistently outperform them. Over the campaign's 10-year run, user-created Doritos ads would claim the #1 spot on the USA Today ad meter 4 times. Professional agencies with unlimited budgets can't match the authenticity and creativity of Doritos fans. The impact went far beyond advertising metrics. Doritos became part of pop culture in a way few brands ever managed. Their user-created ads were parodied on Saturday Night Live. Late-night hosts created their own versions. Even other brands started spoofing the format. Between 2006 and 2016, Doritos became the undisputed leader in the tortilla chip market, with its market share reportedly exceeding 70%. Brand awareness hit 95%. Among millennials, Doritos becomes the most preferred snack brand, outranking even candy and chocolate. Remember the GOAT ad? It spawns thousands of memes. The magic crystal ball spot? It crashes Doritos' website from traffic. The time machine commercial? It's studied in marketing classes worldwide. Doritos hasn't just created ads, they've created cultural touchstones. The success leads Doritos to expand this fan-first approach globally. In Mexico, they launched Mariachi Battle, where fans create music videos. In India, mother brand PepsiCo Pioneer crashed the IPL, bringing user-generated content to cricket. In China, they create Bold Creators, a platform for emerging filmmakers. Each market adds its own cultural twist, but the core idea remains. Trust your fans to tell your story. Their Doritos Pyramid Challenge transforms landmarks worldwide into giant Doritos, generating an unprecedented 1 billion impressions. Their TikTok campaigns consistently break platform engagement records, with their most successful challenge reaching 1.5 billion views globally. Other brands are still debating whether to join new platforms. Doritos is already experimenting. They became early adopters on Instagram Reels, generating 2.3 million followers in the first 3 months. Their Snapchat lenses reached 37 million unique users. Even on emerging platforms like Twitch, they found ways to let fans shape the narrative. Over a decade, the impact of user-generated Doritos content reshaped the industry. Their fans created more than 36,000 pieces of original content. These generated over 100 million organic views and $250 million in earned media value. But perhaps most impressively, Doritos' brand value quadrupled during this period, making it one of the fastest-growing food brands in history. The Super Bowl success tells only part of the story. Doritos' market share in convenience stores jumped from 22% to 45%. Their social media engagement rates average 8.3%, more than triple the industry standard. And their brand recognition among Gen Z hits 99%, something almost unheard of in the snack category. The ripple effects went far beyond Doritos. Other major brands started shifting their strategies. Coca-Cola launched its own user-generated content platform. Nike began featuring consumer-created content in major campaigns. Even luxury brands like Burberry started embracing user content. Marketing textbooks are being rewritten to include Doritos case studies. Advertising agencies restructured to focus on user-generated content. The entire industry began to recognize what Doritos saw years earlier. In the digital age, consumers don't want to be talked to. They want to be part of the conversation. From a $20 time machine to billion-view TikTok challenges, Doritos showed us that sometimes the best way to tell your story is to let others tell it for you. In a world obsessed with control, they chose trust, and that made all the difference. That's it for today's deep dive. Let us know in the comments about the next brand campaign you want Business Sherlock to investigate. And if you want more stories about brands that saw the future before everyone else, hit that subscribe button.